How can we exercise with MS when our MS makes it challenging to exercise? That is an excellent question. Today, I'm going to talk about the challenges of exercising when we have limitations due to our MS or other health conditions. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome. My name is Vickie Hadge, and this is Even So It Is Well. When I was first diagnosed, I was sent home with a handful of pamphlets from the pharmaceutical companies with information about their medications, and in those pamphlets were these beautiful glossy photos of people riding horses and climbing mountains, riding bikes, and painting. Apparently, if I took these drugs, I was going to become an elite athlete and become artistic. It seemed a little unlikely. Also, when I was looking for people living well with MS, I found them, and they were definitely inspiring. Check out my other recent video on the importance of exercise in the link above and in the description below for more on that. These people are using exercise to help control their MS, and they are definitely athletes. But what about those of us who are not athletes or have physical limitations that prevent or limit our movements? Exercise is definitely key to our living well with MS. It has been called the single most effective non-pharmacological symptomatic treatment for multiple sclerosis. Yet, up to 78% of people with MS engage in no physical activity whatsoever. 78%. Clearly, there are improvements that we can make in this area. Here are some of my tips to help us get moving when moving is challenging. But as always, please check with your health team or doctor before making any changes. Okay, here we go. Number 1, consult a physical therapist. Often, when we're struggling with symptoms, we have no idea what we can or can't do or what we should or shouldn't do. Please contact your doctor, MS center, or MS organization to set up a consultation. There are also some wonderful physical therapists that you can consult online. Later in the video, I'm going to highlight some of them. Tip number 2, try not to compare your life or fitness to others. I know, it's hard, but look at her. She's running marathons with MS. We do not have to run a marathon to stay in shape. Commit to being the best version of yourself as you can. Do not forget, you're the only one that's lived through exactly your circumstances, and you're the only one that has MS the way that you do. Your lesions and scars are different from mine, and your challenges are going to be different from mine. My mom always told me that I was unique. Instead, try to focus on small changes. These small changes can add up to large gains. I've given the example of doing a 30-day plank challenge before in my Marginal gains video, which I'll post above and in the description below. I decided to do 1 plank a day for 30 days to see if I could improve. Over the course of a month, I was able to go from 1 minute and 5 seconds to 2 minutes and 5 seconds just by doing 1 plank a day. Just 1. I invite you to look for small changes you can make. Planks, crunches, squats, push-ups, some other area you want to improve. Do your own 30-day challenge. Don't compare yourself to others. Just see how much you can improve in 1 month. And then please report back and let me know how it goes. I read something recently that said something like this: success begins with 2 beliefs. The future can be better than the present, and I have the power to make it so. I invite you to make it so. 3rd tip, modify and find alternative ways to exercise. When we have parts of our bodies that don't work so well, we may need to get a bit creative and think outside of the box when it comes to exercise. For example, having a strong core is essential to being able to move. But if we can't get down on the floor and do crunches, perhaps we can do core exercises from the seated position. One of my favorite physical therapists is Dr. Gretch Hawley, and she has a great video on how to do seated core exercises. And I'll put a link above and in the description below to that. There are many ways to modify exercises that we can do with our mobility aids as well. Dr. Gretchen also recently released a video on exercising with a rollator that helps with the quads, hamstrings, and triceps. Yes, please. Let's get rid of those wings that flap when we wave goodbye. I'll also put links to that above and below. A couple of other resources that I really like are the MS Gym and MS Workouts. MS Workouts has a great video on how to strengthen our legs when we can't stand just using bands. And the MS Gym, it has a whole playlist of chair movement minutes of exercises that can be done from the seated position. They also recently released a chair cardio video featuring armchair running. In this video, they share techniques on how to safely move our bodies and increase our heart rates. And while doing this exercise, we're also improving our balance and posture and using our midbrain and core strength. All three of these resources are fantastic and can help us to exercise more with our MS and get more fit. I'm going to put links to all of these channels below so you can go ahead and check out their videos and their playlists. Before we continue with the tips, could you please do me a favor? If you're enjoying this video, could you please hit the like button, the thumbs up under this video? This helps my channel and helps me be able to continue to make more content. And it would be amazing if you could share this channel and share its videos with others. Thanks so much. Fourth tip, try something new. If we have difficulty with a particular exercise, it can be discouraging if we can no longer do that kind of exercise. For example, if we have difficulty running, we may find that we're not doing it as much as we used to, and we find our legs are getting weaker. So we don't run as much as we used to, and our legs continue to get weaker. It can be frustrating and discouraging. But maybe we can try a different type of exercise. When I had my first symptoms back in 2006, I had weakness and foot drop on the right side. After my relapse, I regained some strength and function, but not all of it. I needed to find something that I could do that would help with this, but was also within my abilities to balance. I started doing yoga. I couldn't do all the poses at first, so I modified some of them. And then as my body got stronger, I was able to balance better. I didn't think that yoga would be so beneficial, but it really was. Over a period of months, my foot got 98% better and my strength returned. No one would know now that I have problems with my right foot. One of the resources that I like for practicing yoga with MS and chronic illness is Taming the Walrus by Veronique Gauthier. She has MS and she has some wonderful free resources, which I will link above and below. Looking for alternative ways to exercise to maintain strength and flexibility can be very helpful. And speaking of flexibility, this brings me to tip number 5. Don't overlook the benefits of stretching as a key part of our exercising. Stretching can help with muscle relaxation, increasing range of motion, increased circulation, decreased spasms, improved posture, and improved mobility. I started stretching regularly in the mornings and evenings, and I've found it's helped a lot with my spasticity, and it helps me with my sleep. One of the things that I learned about stretching was I was not holding them long enough. I now try to hold my stretches for 20 to 30 seconds. It's longer than it seems. I invite you to try adding stretching and holding them a bit longer than you think you should. You might be pleasantly surprised with how beneficial this type of exercise can be. Tip number 6, look for sports that you enjoy that are more accessible. Pickleball has become very popular lately and can be played with varying ability levels, including from wheelchairs. There are many sports that can be played from wheelchairs or with modifications for differing ability levels, such as swimming, basketball, softball, soccer, tennis, and weightlifting. Check with your local MS organizations, recreation centers, and gyms to see what's available in your area. Tip number 7, BTN, better than nothing. Remember that statistic I shared at the beginning of the video? 78% of people with MS do no physical activity whatsoever. Whatever we do is better than nothing. Anytime we move our bodies, we are helping our bodies. Whether it's walking, dancing, using straps, sitting, and moving our arms, it all counts. Do something, anything. Every single time we move our bodies, we're doing our bodies good. Walking or running 1 mile a day is still 365 miles in a year. Small steps really do add up. MS can interfere with our ability to exercise like we used to, but it doesn't mean that we have to stop exercising. Exercise is key to us maintaining our health and well-being. It may also help us regain function or prevent future losses. The question of the day is, what kind of exercise do you do with your MS? Or what kinds would you like to try? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, the thumbs up under the video. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Until next time, be well.